Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic, and I'm here with a plan with me this week. Last week I did a plan with me and a book review, which was a little bit different, but this week I'm coming to you with a kit from Paper Trail Plans. This is my very first time using a kit from her shop, and I am so glad that I bought this kit and got to use it. The Kiss Cut bottom washi was a different experience, and I felt like it made the spread even more exciting to plan with because it was different, it was something new. And I was just kind of zoned in. And I think it's the Kiss Cut bottom washi was exciting, but also finding a new shop with great stickers, amazing quality, and a different format. It's like going on a new adventure. So that was fun. I filmed a haul on this kit. I believe that I bought this kit on Black Friday. So I put down the bottom washi and I struggled a little bit just because I'm still trying to get a feel for how much space I have on the bottom. And so once I figured it out on one side, I went ahead and adjusted the other side so that it would match. A little bit about my planning style. This is what I call my reflection planner. It's simply a memory planner where everything that goes into this planner has already happened. I like to compare what I already did or what I plan to do with what actually happened and what I put in this planner. And it helps me function and make better plans, more realistic plans in my day to day life, owning a law firm and being in charge of my time a little bit more than maybe just strictly 8 to 5. It's helpful for me to be realistic about the things that I do, but also remind myself when I'm doing things well, when I am spending time with my kids, with my family, and doing the things that sometimes I'm down on myself for not being able to do, working out, cooking, being a mom, being a wife, all of those things. So this is how it started, just a fun way to say, hey Alexis, you are doing the things. And even though your planner has nothing crossed off because everything was a dumpster fire and you had to drop everything to handle it, you did do the things, some things. And then there are some times when I didn't do the things, but we don't really talk about those times. Starting off, I will say that I went very simple with the month sticker at the top. I'm still getting a feel for how much space I have at the top and what I can do with it. The corner snowflake is from Sadie Stickers. The January script that I kind of pulled up a little bit is from Letters to Apollo. And I believe all of the embellishments at the top are from Sadie Stickers. I was really happy to see this kit in rose gold. I love the neutral colors, but rose gold is not really a foil I typically think of when I think of winter spreads. The floral deco came, well, I think it was an add-on that I bought with the kit. And I just used everything I had to try to create a dynamic decoration above the top, above the date covers. But I just like feeling the space more than just decorating the date covers. And I really, really like how it came out more than what I've done so far in this planner. This planner has just less space at the top of the date covers. And so being able to do something or feel like I could do what I normally do felt really good. So after I got done decorating the date covers, I do move to my sidebar. I still use my sidebar rather functionally. I do put down a Monday through Sunday tracker and 2 habit trackers. The Monday through Sunday tracker I do fill in after I'm done filming and taking pictures, although I rarely post the pictures. I need to get it together. And then my habit trackers, I do keep up with the tracking there. And so my sidebar is, it functions, I mean, it's functional even though it is a memory planner. Usually in the spot in the bottom, I like to put down something memorable from one of my kids, maybe a milestone that has been hit or a birthday or something like that. And just kind of be a week at a glance section. That's kind of how I look at it. After I get done with the sidebar, I do go ahead and put down the full boxes where I want them. This has been something I've done for the last year, and I intended to move away from that when I planned daily, but I never quite did that. So we'll see how long I keep that around. It is kind of nice to have that structure already there. Um, yeah, yeah, it's nice to have that structure there. I do go back after I put everything down and just kind of edit a little bit, switch some things out, and pull in some headers and some washi headers that come in the kit, not actual washi, but then also some dividers that I purchased on a $2 Tuesday probably from Sadie Stickers. So all of the fun, I really had fun putting down the base of this kit, this spread, and I thought it was very relaxing. I secretly actually did this. I had a very stressful meeting that I was a part of, and so I turned off my camera. Like, really, don't tell anybody. I turned off my camera and filmed during the meeting, and I was just like, this is really stressful. I'm just gonna, take my mind off of it and keep my hands busy. And instead of surfing the internet or being on Facebook or Instagram, I put down the base. And you know what? Honestly, I think it came out probably better than a lot of the bases I put down. But all of that to say is, yeah, it's kind of fun. So things are in my life very productive at this point in time. Things have settled down a little bit. So during December and the beginning of January, I had a bunch of trials, which meant a bunch of prep, a bunch of overlap, a bunch of negotiations, and a lot of time away from my family, just trying to stick in an hour or so each day. Super stressful and really not healthy. And so one of the things that I mentioned in some of my prior Plan With Me's was that I was having these eye problems and I was going to the eye doctor. So I had to go again to the eye doctor this week. And I go back and basically they're telling me that I had so much screen time that my eye was so inflamed and so dry, and I had all of these issues, and there was like a problem with my eye socket, and to the point where my eyelid was not closing over my eyes completely. Like, it was so bad, all of this stuff that I'm doing. And I go to the eye doctor and I get these specialized drops or whatever to help, and they're talking to me about alternative things getting implanted in my eyelids. It was super, super traumatic. And so, anyways, at night, starting this week, and I ended up noting this on my sidebar way later, I ended up having to not only put in the drops in my eyes, but I had to tape my eyelids shut at night. So, talk about just a wake up call to all of the stuff that I was doing, all of the screen time, all of the Zoom trials and meetings, and all of the drafting and all of the stuff that we're doing because we're virtual. It was just a wake up call. I needed to take a step back. I needed to do better about the screen time. And I mean, I got to tape my eyes shut for, I'm actually still taping my eyes shut, but it is getting so much better. So I start off Monday with a coffee panda from Stick With Me shop. I layered it over a flag sticker, and then I just noted that I downloaded a bunch of audiobooks from my library. I hadn't done that in a while. I'd been depending on my Audible credits, but I've run out. And so I needed to do that. I love that this box didn't take up the full size or width of the column, and so I just pulled in some. I think they're called date, like date liners or something like that. I don't know what they're called, but I cut it in two and pulled in some deco just to kind of bring something extra to that part of the box. And that car sticker, that car icon is from White Deer Stationery. I put down a checklist just to note a few things that I did for work. And then I cut down some floral and brought in some more floral from my collection that's on Premium Matte, but also from Sadie Sticker. And there, I just noted that we watched the national championship game. And I'm trying to think. I don't even remember the game that much. Who won? This was the year that Georgia beat Alabama, even though Alabama beat them in the SEC championship. I think that's what happened. But and I think it was a game, but I guess it wasn't that memorable because I don't remember it. On Tuesday, I just noted that I picked up Jacob from school and that emojis from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I took him to the doctor so that he could get his first dose of the vaccine for kids. And I would like to say he did really well, but actually he was pretty horrible. But afterwards, I took him to McDonald's to get lunch because he was going to miss lunch. But for some reason, they wouldn't let him bring the McDonald's into the school. Like they were like, no, no McDonald's. I don't know. So we ended up sitting in the car and letting him eat his food. And I was kind of upset about it because I was like, you're going to have a kid not eat? I mean, what is that? So anyways, he sat in the car, he ate his McDonald's, and then I headed home to work from home. So I put down a transparent deco piece from Alyssa's Craft Shop and put a work from home script, or WFH, work from home script from Letters to Apollo there. I really wanted something transparent because I wanted the script to stand out a lot more than the deco. I put down a checklist to jot down some things that I did for work. And I believe at this point, this was also the start of our 21-day fast. We do the Daniel fast at the beginning of the year every year. And so I did some cooking to make sure that we had food available because it's a lot harder to grab food or fast food, when you're fasting. So on Wednesday, I start off by putting down that snowflake from City Stickers and just noted that I have a big intervention case that I'm working on. And so I spent the morning working on that. That is the notebook on the side of that's no longer on the screen is from Paper Shower. I put down a checklist to jot some things that I got done. And then I noted with the smaller square or smaller box and the eyeglasses that I had the eye appointment, which is when they told me that I needed to tape my eyelids shut, which is, it's really one of those wake up calls where you're kind of like, is all of this worth it? Like, is sitting in front of these cameras, doing all the Zooms, is it really worth all of this? And so again, the trials happen that way because of COVID and deadlines being pushed and all of these cases being open that shouldn't have been open. So there was really nothing we could do, but it was really stressful to kind of get feedback about my health that wasn't good. And I know how much time I was spending on the computer. So, it is what it is. But I'm actively working on that now. I am really trying to pace my editing and get these videos up. I've mentioned this before. On the weeks I'm spending a lot of time on the computer, I'm doing less editing. And on weeks where I have less Zoom meetings and less screen time, I'm taking the time to do editing then. So I'm trying to find a little bit of balance. And I will get the videos up as soon as I can. So on Thursday, I just did a bunch of work, and then I used one of the smaller boxes just to note that I had a meeting with my financial advisor, and then I put down a checklist, again, to note as many things as I can fit in a day without it being super cluttered. So I really like the checklist, and I hope shops continue to keep them. And we had some shopping to do. We were looking for such an adult thing, such a boring thing, but we needed to replace our pots and pans. And so we went to a few places. We went to the outlets and we went to Crate and Barrel, and we bought a set of pots and pans, and we were really excited about it, which is so lame, but this is adult life, I guess. Moving to Friday, um, I just noted that starting on Friday, I put down both flag stickers going different directions. Just wanted to do something a little different there. Use that Tired as a Mother sticker from a shop that's no longer open, and a mobile from Clever Gal Crafts, just noting that Z really wasn't sleeping very well that morning. Um, and then because of that, my husband overslept horribly, and therefore Jacob was late to school, and we were very embarrassed. Because I stay up really late working, my husband usually does the drop off for school. So if I stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm not getting up for wake up time. So I didn't know that he had overslept until I was getting up, and I was like, things seem a little off. And then it was like, oh, it's really off. Jacob's still here. So, yeah. Pulled in that, what do we call those things? Stick pins. That sticker is from Paper Muse Crafts, and I just noted that I needed to complete some tasks that my CPA had for me, and I needed to get on a call with Fidelity, jotted down some other things that I got done. A very productive day. I needed to handle my malpractice insurance, complete some hearing charts, do some drafting, and observe some visits. I made pasta. I just literally grabbed everything in my fridge and threw it in a pot. And my cousin-in-law, Katie, and her kids were in town for a soccer tournament, and so they stayed with us. And so they were there, and it was really exciting. Moving to Saturday, I hate that I didn't talk about this while the camera was still on it, but I really love how I did the mom and baby section, just noting that we got to sleep in a bit, and that is from Paper Shower. Moving down, I pull in a third box and some floral embellishments and floral deco from the kit, floral embellishments from Sadie Stickers and floral deco from the kit, and over the box, I bring in a football. And just to note that we watched the Raiders versus it was the Raiders and Bengals game, which was a really good game. And then I'm trying to think what other game was that day that we watched. I think we no, we didn't watch the other game. It was a boring game. I think so. No, we didn't watch it. I was about to say we did, but that would have been a lie. Jotted down a few things that I did some meal prepping, cleaned the kitchen. Just kind of had like a chill day with family, people running around, doing the night routine for the boys. They were so excited and so pumped up because there were so many other kids in the house for them to play with. And I just stayed up late talking to Katie and catching up, because oftentimes with family, when we're super busy, we don't stay in touch as much as we should. That talk sticker is like the talk bubbles is from Simply Said Life. Moving to Sunday, I layer over some arrows or page flags and use an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. Just to note that my husband took Z and I got to sleep in a little longer. Then I put down that half box. Yeah, it's a half box. And layered over some floral and brought in I Come From Crafts by Towie. And what I tried to do there was I tried to note both games that we watched. And so I put Cowboys versus, and then the 49ers didn't fit, so I moved it over. What I really should have done was just write Cowboys game and the, what was it? The Bucks game. I should have just wrote that. It would have looked better. And then I used another emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. I didn't want to use two emojis so close together, but it was just so apt. I couldn't help it. And I spent a lot of time on the phone with my brother discussing the Cowboys and how, how just heartbreaking of a team they are to their fans. And I'm not a huge Cowboys fan, but like I know a lot of Cowboys fans and they get their heart broken every single year. It's like the Cowboys go out of their way to get people's hopes up and then dash and break their hearts. Like it's amazing. They do it in a way that only the Cowboys can do. So, had a movie night where everyone fell asleep but me, and then did some work. So that was my day. I show you leftover stickers, and that's it. I loved this spread, and I hope you did too. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.